Hey guys, Nikki Ness here in therapy mode. So today we're going to talk about triggers. Triggers are any place, person, or thing that elicits an emotional response in you. And I'll go into that a little bit deeper. So think about some things that may upset you or make you sad or get really emotional when they occur. For instance, some people are very easily triggered by yelling, screaming, arguments, any form of violence. And when they see that happen or they hear a person yelling and raising their voice, the person will start to get upset, right? They can feel physical sensations and emotional things happening in their body to signal that they are being triggered. So that is why we're talking about this today, you guys, because it is very important for you to understand what your triggers are. So being able to identify your triggers so that once you are triggered, you will have coping skills in your toolbox, right? So you'll have some form of skill that will help you to relax and calm yourself when you are triggered. We talked about this in past videos before, and you can check out some of my other videos on YouTube, guys, if you're interested in mental health tips. But learning how to cope and not respond to everything that happens to us is very vital to us having a happy and secure life, right? If we chose to react and respond to everything around us, you guys, we would be absolutely miserable, right? Because some things aren't even worth our time. So let's get back to like what I was talking about, yelling or screaming. If you get into an argument with somebody, or you know that once you try to have a conversation with them, they're going to start yelling and screaming, you need to be prepared for that, right? Or else you're probably going to get upset and you're probably going to start yelling and screaming back at the person, which isn't too helpful, right? So, what can you do? So, when the person starts yelling and screaming, you have a couple of choices. You can take a step back, take a couple deep breaths, and think about, what am I angry about? Am I able to have this conversation with this person right now? If the answer to that question is no, maybe you need to do some deep breathing, right? Just kind of counting to 5 and calming yourself down. Or maybe you need to go for a walk and come back later and talk to the person when you're calmer, right? Or maybe you need to go and do some journaling so that you can write down the emotions and the feelings that you're having right now, rather than exploding and arguing and making the situation worse. So, now that you guys know how to identify your triggers, triggers not only just happen emotionally, triggers can also happen in your body. So when you're starting to get triggered, say for instance, back to the example that we used,